Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Red Demon Rundown. My name is Ty Shek. Welcome back everyone. I hope everyone had a great break. Today we're joined here by Coach Williamson. Coach Williamson, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, first I want to say thank you for having me on. I saw that you were doing this and we talked about it a little bit, so I just want to say thank you. I really appreciate it. Well, anybody that doesn't know me, I come from the heart of the coal fields of southern West Virginia, in the middle of the Appalachian Mountains. And again, my father was a coal miner. My mother was a public school teacher. Actually, she still is. She's retired now, but she substitutes. She has taught for the same school district in West Virginia for over half a century.
Wow.
Yeah, that's 51 years now. She's worked there. And again, I come from a very humble beginning, hardworking family. Grew up a good old country boy from the middle of nowhere. Just like to play basketball and hang out with my friends.
And so you're the basketball here at Dodge. And so what inspired you to become a coach? Did you always want to be a coach? Was that your dream?
Well, I would say I was probably 11 or 12 years old. And I was very realistic with my abilities. I knew then I was not going to the NBA. Mm-hmm. I was not going to get paid millions of dollars to go play. So I had to make the conscious decision, like, how can I still be involved after I'm done playing? Because I knew that after high school, it would be really tough for me to go on and play somewhere. So that's where I just took it upon myself to learn and lean into the coaching aspect. Like, hey, we all go watch a game, we observe, we're fans, but do you understand the game? And I think that's what a lot of your normal fans, they've really failed to see.
Yeah.
And that's one thing is when I was younger, I did a really, really good job at is understanding the game and looking at it a little differently. And my mother was a teacher, and with my father being a coal miner, that was off the table. He told me that you are not going into the mine.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to go to college, get your education. See, my father, he had a full ride to play D2 basketball. But at that time it was in the 60s, and there wasn't a lot of money in education, school. So he went straight into the coal mine after high school. Had to go make money and, do his thing. And I respect him for that. You got to make hard decisions when you're an adult. And,
sure.
And that led me to here. That's what's kind of, grew me, molded me, if you will, into the person I am.
So a lot of basketball history. Did you play basketball in high school?
Yep. I played basketball in high school, won a state championship my senior year, was a starter all throughout high school, middle school. In my group, my grade, I was with a lot of really talented people around me. So I was the benefactor of a lot of really good players on my team, and I was just like the wide open guy, like, oh, we'll leave him open. I was able to score and function, with that. But basketball has always been my first love. I've been a sports guy. I'm a big football fan. I like baseball, even though baseball is a little slower. I'm a fan of the pitch clock. I can get into it now. But again, huge football fan. But I'm a fan of baseball and all sports.
Gotcha. So West Virginia, that's your team. That's your go-to sports team to watch.
I'm a big Mountaineer fan. The state of West Virginia, I tell people all the time. Hopefully it changes, but sort of like Kansas. Not a pro team. Even though you have the Chiefs and the Broncos on either side of the state. Mm-hmm. West Virginia, they have the Steelers, the Browns, the Ravens. It's sort of a hodgepodge. I mean, they have Bengals. I mean, there's literally fans of all over in West Virginia. So, just being from West Virginia, having to just kind of pick a team, that's where, the West Virginia Mountaineers, they are the pro team for the state. Basketball, baseball, football. They do a really, really good job. But I'm a Marshall fan too. Marshall University and West Virginia University, only Division I schools in the state. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of Division II schools, a couple junior colleges, and one Division III school and one NAIA school. So it's a very small state, but again, great people there. But go Mountaineers.
Yeah. And, coaching always has its hardships, got to deal with parents and referees and sort of that thing. What would you say maybe is the hardest part of being a coach?
I would say as I grow older, I'm almost 40 years old now. I've seen a change And I think with the invention of, these and social media, and I think the prioritization of players and young people now has changed. I think there's a lot more out there for people to do. Let's say whenever I was in school or I was younger, where we're just going to go to the gym. You didn't really care about anything else going on.
Yeah.
So, I think that's the biggest battle, is getting people to get near my level of commitment. Again, I don't expect everybody to, but you have to care at least a little bit. You have to have some sort of level of care if you're going to be successful, not just in basketball, but in life, whether it's marriage, work, sports, business. You have to be committed. And I think that's a problem with a lot of people because we have so much stuff on the outside. And I don't think it's even one person's fault. I think it's just how society, and again, it's the year 2025 right now. It's about to be 2026. There's a lot of stuff to do. So, but I think the guys and girls that prioritize and, sacrifice time, you see that. They go on to play at the next level and do those things.
And this is your second year, correct, as the head coach?
Yep.
So how has the community been, and how does it feel moving here from West Virginia to Dodge?
The community's been great. I tell people all the time, I've lived multiple places all over the country. This is the 6th state I've lived in. And the one thing that is very similar to everywhere I've lived is that every town, city, they all have businesses, they all have houses, they all have churches. But the one thing that makes everything different is the people. That's just the reality, no matter if it's, like I said, business, marriage, life, sports. What people do you have? And there's really, really good people here. That's what I've tried to tell everybody, because, again, I think the outside looking in, we sort of have this stigma. Oh, Western Kansas, Dodge City, but there's some great people, fantastic people here. And again, my fiance and I, we're extremely happy. Again, all the guys on the basketball team, but then the regular students, not even the sports related. The students are great people too. I mean, I get along with a lot of people here.
And second year here, so is there certain goals that you have for upcoming seasons, or just how you want to build the team, build the players themselves?
Well, and I think that's where you have to look at your program from a whole, because I think you've heard me say this. There's certain teams that you can put together and say, okay, hey, here's our goals for this year. What we want to stair step this. But I also think you have certain teams where we want to win now, because I think you're a senior. I think as a high school coach, it's incredibly disrespectful if you have a group of seniors to come in and say, well, we're just doing the best we can. We'll focus on next year.
For sure.
Well, that doesn't help you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That doesn't help you. So I feel like as a high school coach, you have to look at every year in a realistic manner, but also we want to win now. Again, we're going to do the things to build for the future, but we want to win now. Like that has to be a priority. And I think there's a balance to that, where you have to do things, sacrifice some short-term success for long-term. But again, I don't want to sacrifice short-term either. I want to win now. And I think that's the balance that we have to do.
Sounds like an awesome plan and great news. If you had any advice for the people watching today, what would you have to leave them with?
The only advice I have is going back to care. And I think in today's world, the people that are successful, they have a certain level of care, no matter what it is they do. They may not like it, but they're going to care about doing it. And I think what I leave people with is care, and caring is a skill that everyone possesses. Everybody has it in them. But very few people ever reach their potential when it comes to the level of care. And I think that would be my message to people. No matter what you do, care. I mean, care about people, care about your job, care about everyday life. And if you do that, everything will work out.
Thank you guys for watching another episode of the Red Demon Rundown, and thank you, Coach, for coming on.
Hey, thank you, sir. Have a good one. Hey, subscribe. This is the guy you want to listen to.